UBC.
From Stadium, that's Nakivubo. Welcome back from Kisozi, where the president has actually sensitized people about reconciliation, and we are here in Ham Stadium to talk about the preparations for the grand opening of the stadium that will be happening on the 1st of June 2024. Those who have not been knowing what was happening in Nakivubo, of course, the president commissioned the stadium on the 20th of April. That was a great ceremony here, and I'm in the company of Rogers Murindwa, the man from FUFA. Later on we shall be joined by the main man himself, that is Hamis Chigundu, to talk about the stadium, how he came up with the idea, what he thinks should be, what we should expect from him and management here, and of course what the part for us to play as the body that governs football in this country. Like I said, I'm in the company of Rogers Murindwa, who will be talking to us about the stadium, the CAF rules, whether the stadium is ready for Pamoja or whether it's not ready. Good afternoon, Rogers.
To you, good afternoon, and to our viewers, good afternoon.
Good to see you.
Me too.
How have you been?
We are there, up and down.
Okay. You are live on UBC TV.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm not here as a guest, actually. I've been around for some time. I was a member of the board of this stadium.
That's how many years ago?
I think about 11 years ago.
Okay.
When I was a board member. And I was part of the board that resolved that this stadium should be given to a private developer. Yeah. And I don't regret a decision that was made. Because I can see the place looks better. When you come here, actually, you can't locate where the goalposts were, where that Ramoshako building was. Yes. You may not even tell where exactly the playground, the pitch was. I remember somewhere we had the Villa corner where the fans of Villa could sit. You can't now locate these places. Okay. The place looks admirable. It's extremely new. It's a very good place, and I think we have to congratulate Mr. Chigundu for this big investment. Yeah,
of course, and also, of course, the government of Uganda for allowing him have a chance to be part of sports in this country. They would have said no.
Exactly, and not even we may even not need to generalize the government of Uganda, but particularly for the president, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Yes. Because I remember when Hamis met president in Rwachitula one time and took him through the artistic impressions of how the stadium will look like. Some people were saying it can't be. You know, this young man cannot make this. And I think by that time he was 30 years. Okay. He was very young. Because many business tycoons in Kampala had not done this. Yes. They had not done this. So they looked at a young man, another David against Goliath. But the president gave him a go ahead. And that letter was read here when we came and sat in the body meeting. I remember the likes of the late Waswapo, Eddie Sembatia, Farida Bongole, Freddy Katerega, the late Deputy IGP Kawes were members of this body here. And when they read out the letter, I remember the president's letter was, I have today met a younger investor and got impressed by his words and plans to develop this stadium. And the letter was addressed to the minister. By that time, Minister of Education and Sports was Honorable Jessica Alupo, now VP. Then I told the people in the meeting, for the president to be such impressed with the young investor, I think all of us must be impressed now.
Indeed, you are impressed.
Yeah, because if the fountain of honor says, yes, I'm excited, I'm impressed, then you started from there. Now, but how did I get back here? Hamis Chigundu wrote to Federation. Asking the FUFA president to give him some people to work with, to help him patch up a few things. And that's how I got here. So the president, Ingina Moses Magogo, sent me as a liaison person between FUFA and the stadium management as we prepare for the test matches on 1st of June.
Okay. You did mention about how things have changed here. Of course, I came here as a young man, 2 decades ago, if I can say. And what has caught my impression today is the dressing rooms, Rogers. When you enter into the visiting team, the home team, you see that the facility was actually upgraded, and teams will enjoy here come 1st of June. Let's go to the CAF regulations about the stadium. Has Nakivubo been passed to host CAF games?
No, because we are doing the test matches.
Okay.
You remember before we got a recommendation or approval from CAF and FIFA about Nambole, we had to do the test matches first. And thereafter, 1 week later, that's when we got that letter. So what Hamis Chugund is also doing is to do the test matches.
Okay.
As he also opens up the facility to the public. Every day here we get tens and hundreds of people coming in, Ugandans and non-Ugandans, admiring the facility. So let's have those matches first. 4 p.m. the URA against or versus Chitala, and then 7 p.m. Sports Club Villa, Ugandan champions against Express FC. Once the matches are done, why do we have the 2 matches? We want to try both the daytime and then under floods, floodlights. But also, how did we get to select these teams? Because the Premier League, first of all, our agreement with the management here was test matches must involve only Premier League clubs. Okay. That was 1. 2, we are also looking at clubs that had the chances of staying in the Premier League without being relegated. Because remember, the test matches are coming when the league has come to an end.
That is true.
So we needed not to have a club invited here and then it is relegated. So we looked at those clubs that were within the safer zone. That was another criteria. But 3, we also looked at clubs that had not participated in the Nambole match. The test matches in Nambole. One would say, what about Villa? Yes, Villa also came in through another window. Because we're also saying we need a historical match. Okay. When you talk of Nakivubo, and then you talk of Nakivubo boys, and then you talk of Villa, they are connected. Yes. The Sports Club Villa was once the Nakivubo boys, as people know. So, playing a match between Express and Villa would mean we are having a historical match. But we also wanted a club, at least one of the 4 clubs, to be coming outside Kampala. So that people don't perceive Nambole to be a Kampala ground. That's how we got Chitala to come in. So now you have URA, Kampala, you have Chitala from Bonyolo, you have Express, and you have Villa as historical clubs. And that's how we got to have the 4 teams playing here on 1st.
You did mention about teams that might not be relegated. We've seen teams, Rogers, where they come in the first season, they play well. Second season, they end up being relegated. Case in study is Chitala here. How are we sure that Chitala will be around for the next 10 or so years?
We are encouraging what we call community clubs, and Chitala is one of the good testimonies we have. Because Chitala is not like an individual waking up to start a club. It's a club owned by the community. Therefore, when you have the people around you or surrounding you supporting your project, then you are 100% guaranteed of success. This is what is happening with Chitala. Chitala is a people's club, and you can even see that on a good day, they can collect 60 million in Masindi. 60 million, which no club in Kampala can do. Not even Vipers, not even KCCA, not even Sports Club Villa, but Chitala can do. The worst day, they have 27 million. Now, if they continue that way, in the hands of good coaches, and they continue performing well, I'm not surprised that this team will stay for some time, because you can even see our arrangement as the FUFA that we have to take you through the tests. Yes. In the past, you could play the Super Mini League, and after that, you were in the Premier League, in the Super League, as we used to call it. But now you have to go through the big league. True. Now you can see that all the teams we promoted are not relegated. The likes of Chitala, Nek,
Yes.
they are not. The teams that have been relegated are those teams that were around for some 2-3 other years.
Yes.
So that's good for them. If they can stand the test of the time, convincing the fans that come to support them, then I'm not worried. Kitara could be a very good example. And we're going to encourage more areas. We have started a project in Gulu, where I want to see the Acholis, given their support for the drum,
Okay.
we want also to have another league. Yes. Rather a club, a community club. So that these names of, you see the Arsenal, the Liverpool, the Manchester, are community names. But here people want to call themselves things that, So
Okay,
this is what we want to
you mentioned
eliminate.
about the local derby or the local rivalry between Express and SC Villa. And if the game of such a magnitude happens here, the fans will come up in numbers here. So I've been walking around, looking at the exit routes. If anything ever happened, God forbid, how do we evacuate people? Is it clear that in case of any problem, these are the exit doors? They are really they are okay. So one would love to know, in case a stampede happens here, how do we exit the stadium?
First of all, we pray that we end this event successfully.
Yeah.
But secondly, safety of our people is a priority. When you look on our left-hand side here, there is a medical center there.
Yeah, that is true.
For emergencies.
Yeah.
But we have also put another health center inside here for the players in case of an emergency. 2, we are also providing ambulances, 2 ambulances right over there that will be ready in case somebody has a problem. But the exits, we have an evacuation plan in case there is a problem. But we hope we shall not have the problem. We are going to have the stewards to direct our people on the entrance and the exit in this facility, because it's very easy.
Yep.
We have 6 exits or entrances, and the same entrance can be used. What matters now is to have somebody placed at every entrance. Okay?
Yes.
In case of a problem, you are able to alert that person that the doors must be open. This is what is done in Europe. This is what we shall do here.
Okay.
So there is no magic actually. But we are praying the day will be very successful, and we cannot have everybody here. That's why we have even put the ordinary ticket at 50,000.
Okay.
Of course, I know.
If you say we, but now, you the management of the stadium, or you as FUFA?
No, the management, not FUFA, the management.
Because you are saying
yes.
we.
Yeah, because
are you part of the management here?
Now that I was sent to work with them for this particular grand opening, then I can say we. Okay. Yes. So 50,000 shillings, when you have 2 matches, assuming you had only come to watch URA against Chitara, that is 10,000. Let's say Express Villa, also 10,000. Now you have Golola against Semata. That is also 10,000. That is already 30,000. But you also have Zebra, you have the netball teams, you have basketball, all those combined. Let me give them 10,000. Now the remaining 10,000 is for the music extravaganza. Okay. Yeah.
Let's go back to the main man, Haja Miss Chigundo. I want us to look at such investors, local investors who invest in sport. As FUFA, are you welcoming any other investor to come and invest in the game?
Very much so. Very much so. Actually, the first person to do this is Dr. Lawrence Mulindwa with the St. Mary's Chitende. Okay. Very big investment. Now Hamis Chigundu has done it. Dweke Lubega, I'm told, is also doing the same along Entebbe Road. So we want to encourage more and more people. There's even another one actually along Entebbe Road somewhere. We inspected it some time back. Yeah. We want to encourage those that have money to give back to us, give back to Ugandans. Because this investment, Hamis has 49 years, but I can, as I earlier told you, he cannot recover the money he has spent here.
How much has he spent?
I don't know.
Approximately.
I don't know, but
$200
just
million US dollars, $100 million US dollars.
I don't know, but just look at Nambole.
So how do you know that he can't recover the money?
If renovation of Nambole, painting it and fixing a few things and the playing surface is 96 billion of Uganda shillings.
What?
96 billion. Spent on Nambole to innovate it. Now, what about constructing a new one?
It will double. Or
this was more or less a swamp. The drainage here, if you looked at the kind of drainage they did here, there are live pipes down there that are driving water into the water trenches outside the facility. So water here is flowing directly. But when you look at the gravel they put, everything, I think this is a lot of money. I may not know exactly how much. When he comes, he will tell us how much he has spent here. But according to what I know, if a club is going to play here, and you tell them we want 200 million a season, how many clubs would afford that? And assuming clubs accepted 100 million, the statutes also provide that on an artificial turf like this one, we cannot allow 2 Premier League clubs, 3 Premier League clubs actually. Now, if there are 3 and you are charging 100 million, that means in a season 300 million. Let's go by the 96 billion that was spent on Namboli. How many years will you take to get 96 billion? It will be
take us a
so it's going to be very difficult for him, but the happiness he can get is when he sees people seated, the matches being played, when everybody is happy, everybody is at peace, because people said a lot about him. Actually, I heard some people calling him a thief. That man cannot do it. That's a thief. He has taken the land.
What do they say now after him showing that he can?
What do you do?
So basically, you were trying to say that support so that we can achieve such a facility. Now, Rogers, I will come back to you again, talking about Ajamis Chigundu. When you sit with him as FUFA, what plans does he have? Does he have plans of having more stadiums like Nakivubo?
First of all, this work is still work in progress.
Okay.
This facility is not yet complete. It's still going upwards.
There will be another level to be added on? Because it's
two of them. It's still going up.
Wow.
And there will be more executive boxes. Okay. When you look at this facility now, we don't have the media tribune yet because it's going to be on the next level.
Okay.
We don't have the media boxes because they will be at the next level. So there's still more work to be done before he thinks of going elsewhere in terms of sports investment. Then he will have to complete this. But what he told me, he said, I would like to have the facility opened up to the public so that they start using it as we plan to continue erecting more. And you know, this facility will have 72 rooms of accommodation. Those are nearing completion. They are there behind the VIP.
Okay,
so for 2 teams, you can have 4 teams here, sleeping here, and then playing from this facility. Okay, as a member of the organizing committee of the opening day of the stadium, what have you prepared? What is there for Ugandans to know that come 1st of June, we are prepared to do ABCD as management of Nakivubo Stadium? 1, the tickets are on sale around the stadium. There are 6 selling points for the tickets. We also have tickets being sold online. People can access them. Now for these ones, when you walk in here, you buy your ticket, and my word to them would be make sure nobody grabs the ticket from you, because that ticket has security codes. It will be flashed on the machine, and we are putting screens for you to see that it's valid, it's invalid. Oba ticket you yakozeseddwa dda oba namu. You'll be able to read the words in English or in Luganda. Anti Luganda tutademu. Bajja zikuba naye tezijja kukola. Because this ticket will be used once.
Yes.
Once you enter the ticket.
So I watch 2 games on 1 ticket?
Everything, not only games, but everything from 9 a.m. The netball, the basketball, the boxing, the kickboxing, the fireworks, the 2 football matches, the artists, 45 of them, they'll be here singing, including the great man I know. You know, me in Uganda, I know one artist.
Who is that one?
David Rutalo.
Oh, how about others?
I hear them.
You hear them?
But I've also started admiring them, so I'm waiting to see all of them. But I'm a fan of David Rutalo.
Is the one of Kapapara? That one? Or some other?
You are very well.
Okay.
So, but that's the arrangement. But we have also made arrangement for food. for those going to sit in the executive boxes, their food is there.
Free of charge?
There is a fridge. You'll find free
is
drinks.
The food free of charge?
Free for the executive boxes. An executive...
How about me who sits in an ordinary? I would love to eat my pilau. Haja Gabudde.
No, no pilau for you.
But Haja Gabudde.
But these ones, the executive boxes, you'll even find the screen.
Okay.
If you have kids, you have carried your kids. They want to watch Destiny Junior, and for you'll tune on. They are on DSTV. They are on Star Times. So you'll be able, the screen is there. But even
they're
in the night,
UBC.
Yeah, they're on UBC. But even in the night for the Champions League, we are going to put screens in the refreshment areas behind these seats.
Okay.
There are areas there. So somebody will be able either to keep here to enjoy the music or to go behind there and then you watch the match. Because we know it's the day for the finals, Real Madrid and Dortmund.
Okay.
So that is also there. So here you find the Paco in the executive
what
sitting.
Is the Paco?
For boiling your tea.
Okay.
There will be your cups.
A kettle or a Paco?
Whatever, but you'll find the sugar, you find everything. Some simple bites are there for you. You'll find there are so many things there.
But Ugandans would actually love to hear this from you. If I pay my 50,000 as a VIP, I don't expect tea and some snacks. I expect pilau because Haji Amis Chigundu is the one in charge of the event for the stadium.
What Haji Amis Chigundu has done for you?
Yes.
Is to bring you all sorts of entertainment to enjoy your day. Yeah.
That's enough.
That's enough for your 50,000.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a sports and music buffet.
Oh.
Hey. Because you can't watch
it's
45 artists
here.
Yeah. You have 2 matches, you have everything. It's worth the 50,000.
Did you mention 45 artists here?
Yeah, they'll be here 45.
So our turf won't it be affected?
No, there is a stage. Artists? We are going to put up a stage over there.
Okay.
Where you see those flags. That entrance will be a little bit blocked, that one. And the stage will be raised up there. So that's where the stage will be. Everybody will be able to watch. The only activity that will be here
is football.
It's football and kickboxing. You see the over there where there are those gentlemen, I think the ladies also cleaning it.
Yes.
That's where we are going to have that's the ring for kickboxing.
Okay.
Musaja Webigambo Moses Golo. Now that one will be brought in the middle here.
Okay.
So that everybody is able to watch. I hear rumors that Gola wants to retire. I don't know whether he'll retire honorably.
Oh, he'll be beaten and he retires.
You know, for me, I'm Team Semata.
Okay. You'll be beaten, Mr. Mulindwa. Gola is a man who can kick you up to your bedroom. Okay, back to the preparations here. Let's look at the security here. I mean, there are games at night. We are used to knowing that Nakivubo areas outside the stadium, there are phone grabbers. There are all sorts of people. So how secure are our people after watching the games?
I want to appeal to Ugandans. That such a good project, such a good investment should not end in tears.
Okay.
Whoever has a bad heart, please, for only that day, spare our people who are coming to Nakivubo. The phone grabbers, the handbag grabbers, the killers, the what, please, take a holiday for only that day, maybe.
So just a statement of take a holiday, we need to deploy here.
Because, you know, we can deploy and we are going to deploy.
Yes.
But you know, even in the United States of America, where people think security is like at the apex, they still have security issues.
Okay.
So that's why I want to appeal to people. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Allow our people to enjoy their day. But besides that, inside here, we have hired the services of some security personnel. Both private, in uniform and those not in the uniform.
Police and UPDF.
Police, UPDF, intelligence, what? You may not even know who is seated next to you.
Okay.
Because we want to make sure we put all the possible measures to avoid any sin of insecurity.
Okay.
We have also invited the CAF security officer, Mr. Dixon Okello.
Yes.
Is going to be here for crowd control. We have also hired the services of Madame Madina Zarwango, who has been participating in, actually she has been around here, but she has been participating in international events, like the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. She was there. She was also there for the FIFA Interclub Championship. where Manchester was the champion the other time. She was there. She has been participating in Formula 1 international competitions.
Yeah.
She has been in International Defense Council meetings. She has done. She's also here to help us patch up a few things. Okay. But we are also in talks with the police to make sure the place around the stadium is not so much congested, and their vans, the police patrols, patrolling the place 24 hours till morning.
Okay, let's look at the invited guests, those who just come as VIPs. Of course, for president is invited. He has to be here. Yes. How about government dignitaries? Who is coming from government?
There are many people coming, but our chief guest of that day,
yes,
if it all goes according to our plan, will be the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament.
Okay.
Yes. Right Honourable Anita Among Magogo Nalongo is the one we expect to be here.
You have a good
yes,
Nalongo.
As a speaker, as the third in command of this government, but also as a good friend and a sister to Mr. Hamis Chigundu. So she will be here. But we have also invited many others that will be coming, both from government, from cultural institutions, from religious sector. There are many coming.
Okay. Are they meant to pay, or you're just invited?
You know, business people are funny.
Yes.
The time I've been here, I would see Hamis Chigundu calling Haji Chirumira that I'm inviting you for the match, and Haji Chirumira says, let me buy 2 executive boxes.
Oh.
Now you invite them, but they pay.
They pay.
Now I had him, I was in the office with him, and was calling Haji Mandela. And Haji Mandela said, I'm also buying 2 executive boxes.
Okay. How much is one box?
One box of 20 people is 10 million.
10 million.
And one box of 10 people is 5 million.
Okay.
Yes. So the Chirumiras and the Mandelas
are buying boxes.
They are buying boxes of 10 million, which is 20 million.
One would love to understand, because when we talk about boxes, their mind will go to these boxes that will wrap gifts. What is a box in a stadium?
Actually, in the language of football, they are executive boxes.
Okay.
If we are out for a music gala, we would call them tables.
Tables.
Yeah. But the camera, I hope they will show you the executive boxes where they are numbered 1 up to 35. We have 35 executive boxes, 17 of which they sit 20 people. Then that's 10 million, and the 18 10 people, which is 5 million.
Okay.
So those are boxes. You watch the game from the mirrors behind there.
Okay. Mr. Mulindwa, you've talked about inviting people from government, from FUFA in Mengo. I haven't heard you talk about the former players. For example, Express plays against SC Villa. My name is George Torres Semogedede. Do I need to pay to watch that game? Or I'm invited to come and watch the game? I'm a legend.
We have given every club participating 35 slots.
Okay. VIPs or ordinary?
Including players. So if you are one of those lucky ones to come with the team, that's okay within the 35. But the others will pay. Others will pay. Let us support Mr. Chugun. Let us support him. Otherwise, if he had allowed, for instance, to say the Nkima Kilan, where he belongs as the Nkima Kilan man,
okay,
this stadium would be full by the people of Nkima Kilan. If he had said, let us invite only the Muslims where he belongs, this facility would still be full and others would not enter. If he had said, let me invite the Baganda, if he had said, so the business community alone. So what we are saying, all of us combined, let us show solidarity and support him by paying that little money.
Let's look at the capacity, Mr. Mulindwa. I am told by actually an engineer here who I met earlier on today that this is the 25,000 seater in terms of capacity. So if the fans come here in big numbers and they would love it's full capacity, do you have any provision of, let's say, there's a screen outside the stadium where you can watch the games from? Or the events from? In our management meeting, we are going to look at that. It's another possibility we discussed one time, that we can allow people enjoy and dance outside. The challenge would be controlling them. Okay. You know, crowd control is another challenge, but it's another area where we are attaching time to discuss. Between now and 30th, we shall have communicated a position. But for now, let us buy the tickets. Until the tickets are over, then we can't get into that. Okay, we look at the games that are going to be taking place. There should be prize money or something like whatever the team that has won must walk away with something. So what are we prepared for the teams that will emerge victorious?
Every team or individual to participate in the events that they will walk out with money.
How much?
It varies.
Okay.
Yeah, it varies. But for
Not
football,
a trophy?
but not trophy. We are not organizing a tournament.
Okay.
But for football, there is 30 million shillings in the total prize, where each winner in the two games will take 10 million and the loser takes 5.
Okay.
So the Express Villa, 10 million for the winner, 5 for the loser. Kitala, URA, 10 million for the winner, 5 for the loser. And then the man of the match in each game will get an accolade, and then also on top of that 1 million shillings.
Okay.
So for football, I'm aware 32 million of Uganda shillings will be given out in form of prize money. Okay.
Away from the event, Rogers, now into the FUFA and the management of the stadium here. We used to have underage tournaments here in this stadium. So what are FUFA's plans of making sure that there is continuity to that? Now that the stadium is open to whoever wants to use it, can you have underage tournaments here?
Yeah, we are waiting for CAF approval. Once it's done, those things are possible. Why would you take women national team to play far away from Kampala when you have this facility? So we are waiting. Once that one is done, then we are going to have most of those matches played here.
The president said, and I quote, when he came to commission the stadium, that he was reliably informed that the stadium meets CAF standards. Now, if you are again waiting for the same CAF to come here and approve the stadium, then I don't know who is telling what.
No, they have not communicated officially, but the president at his level,
yes,
he could be communicating with those people. You are aware that Dr. Mosepe, the CAF president, is a personal friend to His Excellency President Museveni here.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was here, I think last year, met him, they talked. At their level, they can talk. But we are waiting for the official communication.
Yeah.
And then we shall roll out activities. But for now, we are focusing on the test matches on 1st of June.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, Rogers Mulindwa, for being, of course, for coming, showing up here and talking to Ugandans on UBC TV. Your parting shots, Rogers.
It's our duty as Ugandans to make sure we protect Nakivubo. This is called the Hams Stadium, Nakivubo War Memorial Ground.
Come again, say it again.
Hams Stadium, Nakivubo War Memorial Ground.
Okay.
Because you see, we can't run away from that history of the war thing.
Memorial Stadium, yes.
But the stadium is the Hams Stadium. So when you get here, let's observe discipline.
Okay.
Let's make sure the chairs are not broken. We have not allowed alcohol inside here. No, totally no alcohol unless you carry it on your head. But whether it's a
how do you know that I have it? How do you know that I have it on my head?
Some
how
people can choose to drink themselves mad. They booze mad the previous night and get here when they are already drunk. How do you stop him? But to have a bottle of alcohol, we shall not allow that. Totally no alcohol. You know, it's a test match, so for the tests, you must be sober 24 hours. Okay.
Yes. You're watching UBC TV. It's been the score. Of course, I've had a privilege to host Rogers Mulindwa from FUFA and, of course, part of the management of Nakivubo Stadium. We'll be going for this short break. When we get back, we shall be talking more regarding the 1st of June. And, of course, talk about the stadium. How ready is the stadium and how ready are the people of Uganda to embrace this big project? Thanks to Ham Chigundu for coming up with this initiative and the government of Uganda for allowing him be part of this development. Let's go for this breather. Stick around.
One-on-one with Michael Jordan Lukomwao.
A weekly face-to-face conversation focusing on accountability, inspiration, information, and sensitization of the public. from the various sources such as inspirational profiles,
having disability is not inability,
professional guidance.
There is no special antiretroviral therapy that is given specifically for discordant couples.
And of course, politics.
Don't you see anywhere that you would give a credit in the fight against COVID?
My role as the owner of the country is not to, be preoccupied by giving credit to my servant.
We have said that if we are to talk to General Museveni, there must be certain conditions in place.
Is it true that you paid 5 million shillings to MPs that voted for Anita Mong and Tayebo?
That is laughable. Why would we pay when we have nominated them as SEC?
Every party has been represented in Uganda's parliament for 10 years. We only
By one MP, you yourself.
And my daughter, Susan.
Every Friday 9 p.m. it's one-on-one with Michael Jordan Lukomwa on UBC TV, inspiring Uganda.
Faith, love, miracles. International evangelist Daniel Kolenda, successor Reynard Bonke, and a team of associate evangelists will preach at 7 gospel crusades from June 12th to 23rd. Powerful divine deliverance from bondages, yokes, and curses. Salvations, family restorations, and miraculous healings. Kampala, Hoima, Busia, Lida, Ikanga, Gulu, and Bale. This is your time. Come and receive your miracle.
Program My School, a great students program and your answer to education perspective, giving you reason as to why you should pay school fees for a child's education, with items like students' talents, thoughts, adventures, and skills showcased, leadership skills, and all other activities plus concerts in various schools in your locations. Remember that our children are our future generation. Don't miss Program My School.
Man, what's a weekend without entertainment? To be boring, right?
It would be a weekend without a vibe. There has to be a vibe. And what better vibe then?
Horizon vibe.
Hey, let's go! Everybody, let's go! Everybody, let's go! Come on now, give it to me. Hey!
True story, man. From the crew to the vibers, we bring you nothing but good vibes. From celebrity interviews.
The song Bekwasagwa I did with Shina Skies, I mean, that was a prayer to me.
Video premieres. It's okay. Turn-up sessions.
And if you're looking at fighty, I saw me to look. Gelato honey, oh baby, sumoyo baby, kona waka waka when you enter Malicha.
Exclusives and so much more on your #1 TV show.
Yo, this is not the usual music. A horizon vibe.
Bringing you nothing but freshness. There is no vibe like
This week on UBC.
It's the freak himself, DJ Santos, the problem.
Oh my God!
So run back to the studio, Chimney Records.
From the blues to the streets of Africa, DJ Santos. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at DJ Santos.
Can you play that song? Set the mood for me.
Hallelujah, let's go!
This weekend on UBC.
Pitibwa kasajja lwazi nebojja munda zengonderera ng'eryenvu ali ku nkyaya gundi aliba wattimaira siri musonyi woyo okuva we walungi wotya ensi yange endala bwe wagikwakulako oluyi nze ndi muntu wa mirembe nnyo naye ekisajju embeera kwe kukubulwa nti nakugira kakakofiira bwe nkulooza ogamba siikese
Nasekitiibwa mutaata wange ne bataata bange bonna ne bamaama bange bonna n'abantu baffe ne mikwano gyaffe ssebo neyanziza neyanzeeke
Sinyo mukyala. My queen, the love of my life, I'm now marrying you to be my wife forever and ever. Amen.
Kuba buli wona alaga nina okulondola
Welcome back from that short break. Of course, we are still in Nakivubo Stadium. I'm joined by Michael Luanda. You're still watching the score on UBC TV. We had in the first segment, that was Rogers Mulindwa, talking about the management of the stadium, how FUFA is also involved, organization, preparing for the 1st of June. Now I'm joined by my colleague, Michael Luanda, to take you through as Ajamis Chigud joins us later on in the show. Mike, how have you been?
I've been very fine and glad to be here yet again.
Okay.
This is the second time I'm visiting the stadium. But I really
since it was reconstructed?
Yes, since Ham took over.
And
I'm glad that
Hajj Amis Chigundu.
Yes.
Al-Hajj.
Okay, he's a Hajj.
He's a Hajj.
Okay. Little did I know. But I'm glad to be here yet again.
Yes.
The last time I was here, we went with ear to ear.
If you say we, you the who?
We, the football fraternity from UBC TV.
Okay.
We went with a huge smile ear to ear and hope we have another tonight.
I can't understand the ear-to-ear football smile, Michael, unless you explain to me or to the Ugandans out there who are watching you live.
Yes.
The Kawuzi Julius of this world, the Davis Kamukamas.
First of all, I've seen a lot of things that have changed.
Yes, sir.
Since I last visited this stadium. I remember playing around this stadium back in 2009.
Okay.
Yes, during the Majidu Musi Cup. I wonder whether it still takes
Did you were part of the team that played here?
Yes, I was part of the team.
Which team was that?
That was Proline.
Proline.
Yeah, under Mujib Kasule.
Okay.
And
Bekamboa.
Yes, and Bekamboa. Not forgetting the one and only Coach Mulevi Ekwase.
Okay.
But I'm glad it is no longer a swamp. Everything has really changed. And I love the fact that a fellow Ugandan in Al-Hajj Hamis Chigun has decided to inject his money into sports.
Yes.
This is something very good and it means a lot when it comes to the issue of talent development. We are going to see a lot of talents being developed under this facility because as I was taking it, I saw a basketball court around.
But you don't play basketball, Michael.
Yes, but I love
your size can't play basketball.
Yeah, but I love the fact that different talents are going to be developed here.
Yeah.
And I hope the different schools around the central region utilize this facility because it can help out nurture talent, can basketball, talk about netball.
Yeah.
I saw some table tennis tables around. I've even visited the gym. It is fully furnished with a lot of dumbbells and the different weights. So I wonder which weight you can carry.
Okay. So what did you carry in the gym? What did you carry?
I'm very weak. I can't carry anything.
Okay.
But I love the fact
we
that
have 1 kilogram, 2 kilograms, 7 kilograms.
Yes.
You would have gone for 1 kilogram.
I'm just good at
category.
I'm good at the analysis.
Okay.
So I put a lot of my energy
on the analysis.
On the analysis. I'm just good at talking. That is why I'm paid to talk.
You are paid to enjoy.
I'm
anyway,
paid to talk.
Michael, let's look at the stadium. The 1st of June, we shall be watching games here. I did ask Rogers Mwinda, who was here previously, about how prepared they are as management and how prepared are the teams. And I also did ask him, if my name is George Torosem Ogedede, I played for Express FC, I'm not supposed to pay to watch Express play against SC Villa. And he was clear. He said that they gave clubs 30 plus tickets for their legends, and then others will pay. If you were a legend of a club, let's say Proline, would you pay money to come and watch the game here?
It depends. If at all Proline is a host,
yes.
I needn't pay, simply because I also added something to its development.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't go for any kind of payment. But if at all Proline is also a visiting team and they are not the hosts, I can pay to support them, making sure that we have lots of voices backing up the lads. But I love the fact that come the 1st of June,
yes,
we are going to see a lot. There are people who were asking about the issue of the different disciplines that are going to be here. I've also checked out the ring.
Okay.
They have a very
the ring
nice
for the boxers.
Yes, ring for the kickboxers.
I've known that Semata will take on goal right here.
Yeah.
Makam 1st of June,
yeah.
And I was telling Rogers Mwindwa here that goal has been beaten left, right, and center. How sure are we that he won't be beaten this time round?
I remember
that he wants to retire.
I remember the last time I saw Golola win a game. It was down at Freedom City.
Okay.
When Golola knocked out Tugume, it was about a minute or two. Even people were still paying at the entrance to come and enjoy the fight. Hope it is going to be a different story this time around. Because these two guys have always come out to prove that each one of them is better than the other.
Okay.
So it is something we are waiting to see. We want to see whether it will be a longer fight or it is going to be the usual 1 or 2 minutes fight. Because Golola has come out to knock out a couple of Ugandans.
Yeah.
However, when it tries to take it professional, he's always beaten. So I hope on the 1st of June, the different fans out there who love the game of kickboxing come through and support. But what I've been told, as I was asking a certain gentleman, one of the managers here, a manager in Kasidia, he told me that there are going to be tickets without wristbands.
What is wristbands? But if you ask, I would love to understand that.
Yeah, there are certain stickers that people use as tickets at some events. So this time around, it is going to be a different story. Once you pay your 50,000 and enter here, you have no reason as to why you're going out. Once you go out, you have to pay another 50,000. So the difference in that, we expect to see a couple of service providers on the 1st of June. So you don't have to go out there. And I was asking him about the issue of the security, how they expect to keep our iPhones.
True.
Yeah, because...
you have an iPhone?
Yes, I do have one.
Okay.
And
1720.
This one is 14. And we expect to see a couple of people flocking the place. But what we were worried about is the security.
Okay.
But he told me they have about 350 stewards, trained stewards. Professional.
Not the Okelos.
Okelo is also professional.
Yes.
He's trained. James Bond.
And I'm
Okelo.
told he's coming here to take charge of the stadium.
Yes.
And actually the crowd, not the
is,
stadium.
Because he has always done it very nicely, and he has
internationally and locally.
Yes, he has handled crowds that are even huge. When you try to compare the 20,000 seater, because this one looks like a 20,000 seater.
25,000 seater.
25,000. Okay, that is great. But for a person of Okero's caliber, he has handled stadiums like Nambole, which carry about 45 or 50,000 people.
Okay.
So I feel he's one gentleman that can give us one of the best services.
You mentioned about the events on the list on that day. Away from the kickboxing of Moses Gola and Semata, what and football, what else do you have on the list?
We have some netball.
Okay.
Netball and basketball. As I was discussing with the manager earlier, he told me the gates will be open at exactly 9 a.m.
Okay, in the morning.
So, yeah, in the morning. So we shall expect to see a little bit of netball taking place in that morning, and then the same applies to basketball. Remember, one court is the basketball court is on the left, just like you can see right there.
Okay.
And then
on the left or on the right? This is my right.
This is the right.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the basketball court on the right.
Okay.
Just behind the goalposts right there. Then on the left, we have the netball court.
Okay.
So we shall have the games being played concurrently.
Oh.
If you were a fan of basketball, you can go to the right and watch your basketball. Then if you're a fan of netball, you can go to the left.
Okay.
Then later, after, just as I was getting the program, after the 2 games that will be played that day, because we shall have one game starting at 4 and the other starting at 7 p.m.
On the floodlights?
Yes,
under
floodlights. So after that, we shall have the ring being set up in the center.
In the center here?
Yes. So
why would they set it in the center? Because our turf might get worn out.
No. The turf is world class.
Okay.
And just like
okay, what do you call world class, Michael?
World class is something that that everybody can really take a look at and get a smile onto their faces.
Okay.
This is something that is really nice, and you can get to see that the young lad has really invested a lot of money here. I just wish
the young lad or the young investor.
The young investor.
Hey,
money grows on trees. I just wish.
Come again. Money grows on what?
Money grows on trees. I just wish by the time I also clock 30 or 39,
okay,
I also have at least half of this kind of money.
But are you working hard? Amis has worked hard for this fortune. He has actually put in a lot of hard work.
I'm also going to
try. Free money.
I'm going to try. Because
so how much do you have now?
Currently in the bank, currently in the bank, I'm still taking a look at 2 to 5 million.
Okay.
But I want probably in the next 9 or 10 years to also have my money counted in dollars.
Hajamis Chigundu started with a small shop in Ichikubo here. You could see that there's what they call glimpses of something.
Yeah.
You see the future ahead with somebody at a tender age. So you were claiming to be the next billionaire in the next 10 years, but you're seeing nothing that you are doing at this stage.
Yes, currently I'm still I'm still a sports analyst, and it is
and
something.
You earn peanuts.
Yeah, but at least I smile. But at least I smile by the end of every month. But talking about the issue of the stories of every successful man, we've also had great stories coming from the likes of Katumwa, the gentleman that was behind Katumwa Sports Center.
True.
He also started by selling pancakes. So I don't think I have the energy to work with baskets of pancakes. So that is why I'm still into
and I'm sure if UBC paid you for the next 10 years, Michael, you'll be able to come up with a small stadium in Wiyikwe.
Can they give me some advance?
I don't know. I am not sure. Maybe the big man is watching you. You never know.
Probably.
You never know.
My boss, I'm requesting for some advance.
There is no advance. To come up with a stadium in Wiyikwe or in Kacheka.
To also start up something, because I might not be able to make a stadium, but I can at least start up probably with a ring.
Okay.
And
a boxing ring.
A boxing ring.
Okay.
To promote boxing.
A basketball court.
Basketball court is also kind of expensive. But a ring is something that
you can afford.
That I can afford. With the
even
advance.
A small gym for athletes to come and train from there.
Yes.
That's the starting point.
But the problem with gyms, they nurture, I won't say it on air.
Okay.
But small gyms at times nurture gentlemen that disorganize the peace of others in the night.
Okay.
So I might not go for that one. But I can introduce a boxing ring so we can promote
Michael,
the game.
finally, the event is here on the 1st of June. You expect a lot of people. I was told by Rogers Mwindo here that there will be over 45 artists who will be performing here. And I'm told that a certain man who is called Skin, is it Skin? Sort of.
Alien Skin.
Alien Skin will be here performing. And so many other artists from Nanduja to Matia Ruima, Sepilia Munumira Sembusi, Kadon Kamu will be here.
But I haven't seen I haven't seen Nanduja's draw. I wonder whether
I'm insinuating if it's going to be part of she's going to be part of the event. I'm just insinuating, I don't know.
Yeah, but we need to see all kinds of artists on that day, because
the upcoming or the established ones.
All we need to see all of them, because now what I've seen here is the issue of talent development, because you might be talented as an artist.
Okay.
You might be talented as a sporty. So it depends. But I also wish the big man himself, El Haj Amis Chigundu, also works upon the issue of athletics, because we need to see some
trucks around
the
stadium.
Yeah,
well, it's a small space. Because I'm told that it's going to increase on the levels. There's will be floor 3 and floor 4. Which by yes, okay. I mean, there's so now on level 2. Level 3 will have 10,000, then level 3 will have another 10,000.
Yeah.
That means that there will be the journalist boxes, there will be other seaters.
Okay.
So about the athletics, I don't think it's going to be granting that granting your wish. But of course, so far so good.
Yeah, so far so good. I really love the fact that I see a lot here.
Yes.
Different disciplines. Then also talking about the issue of rugby. As I was discussing with John Barnes, I asked him whether yes, because he has traveled around the world.
Okay.
I've asked him whether we can have the game of rugby on an artificial turf.
Yeah.
And he told me that only if the rugby union decides, we could have the opportunity to
play from here,
to have rugby right here. So I think Ham has really made sure that he thinks about lots of disciplines.
Okay.
Basketball, netball, football. Then talking about the gym. The last time I saw Mr. Kampala. Was during the days of a one man in Ivan Biekwaso.
Okay.
Yes. We need to see people who come and build those muscles. People who can represent us at the world level, coming to Ham's gym right here and making the muscles fine. As I was checking out the gym, I found 2 instructors.
Okay.
There is a lady and a gentleman. So meaning that it depends on what you want. If you want to cut fat like Eddie Moes, you can go and get the corner.
Eddie cannot cut. He cannot.
He can reduce.
He loves eating. He loves his food. So if you talk about him cutting weight or reducing weight, maybe a certain Freddie Chomhendo can, because of the discipline he has towards food, and a certain maybe Lady Sophie Matov can as well. Why not Eddie Moesi? I don't see that.
But given the opportunity,
I don't think he can.
I want to go and request whether we can have an opportunity as UBC to get the opportunity of utilizing the gym. Probably once or twice a
week.
Are you
athletes?
No, it is just keeping fit.
Okay.
That is why even the president of this country, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, yes, he introduced the World Exercise Day.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is something.
World or National Exercise Day? Is it world or national?
It should be global. Okay. Because everybody needs to be fit. I just wish all the other nations.
But you aren't fit, Michael.
I'm fit. I'm fit. It's only that we are still on air, but I'm going to be giving you about 200 press-ups right here as we complete the tour of the stadium.
My friend Michael Semarubule, one of the best camera people we've had over the years, one time told me that we need to run every morning. Now, if Hajamis Chigun gives us a chance to come and run from Ham's Stadium in Nakivubo, then we shall be fit.
Yes, we shall be fit, and it is something we need to request through the managers around. I think I've talked to one Kasilie.
Okay.
Then I think we also need to liaise with the gentleman in Yasin. I think he's also another
Haji Yasin.
Haji Yasin.
Hey.
Yes, the man behind the terror.
Okay.
Yes. You know,
so it's going to sort you.
Yes, I enjoy dealing with people who are always.
Yasin, you have heard.
Yes,
Yasin has heard.
I enjoy dealing with people who are always behind the terror.
Okay, what is the terror? Michael,
once you get the opportunity of going to the bank, maybe it's because today everything is digital.
Okay.
People no longer go to the banks, so
they use the wallet.
They use the
mobile wallet.
Mobile wallet, maybe
mobile money,
agent banking.
Okay.
So they might miss the opportunity of seeing the terror.
Watching you talking about the terror.
Yes,
all the
he's the gentleman behind the terror, and he has always given me ear-to-ear smiles. So I can't wait.
Okay, Michael, unless otherwise we've got to go. I think it's been a wonderful outing here.
Yeah.
I must say that I've loved the atmosphere. I've loved the yellow-white of this stadium, the green here.
Yeah.
I don't know what you've enjoyed here before we go. Share with us what you've enjoyed
What
here.
I've really loved is the fact that the gentleman has made sure that he works upon the issue of accomplishing the 2 courts.
Okay.
Yes, and besides talking about the 2 courts, he has also introduced the rings. So I'm calling upon the different stakeholders.
Yes.
Like the Uganda Boxing Federation.
Yes.
Just like you introduced the Uganda Boxing Champions League. Please, Moses Muhanji, please come and work upon the issue of liaising with El Haji Hamis Chigundu. Get the space. We have 2 rings here.
Yes.
We can have 2 amateur fights taking place concurrently.
Okay.
Yes. So we can have the Uganda Boxing Champions League taking place here. If at all we have a lot of fights taking place in Lugogo, we can also utilize the space too.
I will tell you this, that Lukanga Boxing Club was training from Nakivubo here.
Okay.
So
sometime back.
Sometime back. So if President Mohanji from Boxing Federation sits down with Alhaji Hamis Chigundu and actually come up with a partnership that we can work together, then bring the boys here to train from here or to host fights here.
100%.
I think he has had. I think you can do that.
100%. We need to see the different stakeholders. Also talking about the issue of netball.
Okay.
We need to see these clubs, these local clubs of ours, come and get the opportunity of training from here, because there is a very, very nice court. It is a world standard and it needs to be utilized. So please, the different stakeholders, even the organizers of the Masaza football tournament, we need to see the Masaza Cup final 2024-2025 being played here. We also need to see the schools finals.
Okay, competitions.
Yes, competitions.
The USA competition.
Yes, also should be brought here. And I think since we've had the gentleman in Rogers Mulindwa here,
yes,
he will talk to Justice.
Okay. Justice
Mugisha to make sure that we utilize whatever is here 100%. We need to utilize everything, so because this stadium is for the good of the nation and it is for the good of the different talents that we have in the country today.
Constructed by Haji Hamis Chigundu, Nakivubo Stadium is now actually Hams Stadium now. Nakivubo is a good facility.
And we can't forget that it is a war memorial stadium. So it is Hams Nakivubo War Memorial Stadium.
Grounds or stadium?
Grounds. Because there is
say it again.
It is Nakivubo War Memorial Grounds.
No, you said Hams
Nakivubo War Memorial Stadium. So it is a place where we have a lot.
Okay.
And the gentleman has not only worked upon the issue of sport, but I love the fact that he has employed over 1,000 Ugandans.
By the way, talk about employment.
My good Lord.
Talk about employment. I've met people here who are working for the for this stadium, or working here under the stadium, and I'm like, this man has had a lot. Economy-wise, he has contributed. As a man, individually, he has contributed to his communities. Then we see, sports-wise, he has done a good job. I mean, who knew that we shall have such a stadium here? After what all we have gone through as a sports fraternity. So thanks to Hamis Chigundu for that, and I think he has done enough.
He has really done enough, and
you can't explain whatever he has done.
I've also got some rumors before coming on set that
corridor talk or rumors?
No, some rumors that are yet to be confirmed as news.
Okay.
But I need to break it here. That some clubs will be hosting the Uganda Premier League matches
here
next season. They will be hosting here. So
all right,
we might see the
Michael,
likes of URA and Co.
That's it from us, the score team. Thanks so much, the team at the broadcast house, Kauzi Julius, Sophie Matovu, Chairman of Fred, and whoever has been part of the production. Thank you so much.
And we shall
for
also,
the team here, Michael Waga.
And we shall also return here next month. We need to keep visiting the
So we need to come back here,
Yes,
Michael.
we need to come back
on
here.
your orders or
no,
these orders?
With a request.
A request from...
Yes, with a request. We want to make sure that Ugandans get a feel of Nakivubo Stadium.
Through UBC TV.
Yes, at least monthly.
Okay.
Yes, they can get to see what is taking place here at least every after month.
Okay.
Yeah.
From us, that's the score team. We wish you the very best and a blessed weekend. Bye for now.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.